Yo, what's good YouTube? Zamco here, aka Scoop, back with the Pokemon Battle Federation, Season 6, week number 2, and we're taking on the Wisbech Town Weezing, coached by Curtis Smith, our good buddy. We are both going into this match 0-1. We both need a win going into week 2. That being said, we have constructed a very powerful squad to combat our opponent. Our opponent, however, has Snorlax, Hoopa Unbound, Tapu Koko, Dragonite, Z Eligible, Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Fortress, Keldeo, Amoonguss, Ditto, and Armaldo. Where, like I said, his Z move user is Dragonite. Our team is Celesteela, who is our Z captain as well. Mega Charizard X, Clefable, Crocodile, Suicune, Delmise, Jolteon, Hitmonlee, Mesprit, Swellow, and Protein Greninja. And like I said, Celesteela is our Z captain. So my opponent has a rain squad, and a very powerful one at that. Lots of offense, lots of defense. Hoopa Unbound, Tapu Koko, and Dragonite, and Swampert. Lots of offense just right there, and that's immediate offense. Things like Keldeo can be threatening with choice specs. Snorlax, same, can be like a curse set or something like that. Fortress, Pelipper make a pretty good core. Amoonguss on there, and Ditto as well. So he's got lots of different things that can be very, very threatening. However, like I said, we have built a squad where I think we're pretty comfortable against the rain. We do have Suicune and Delmise, as well as Clefable and Celesteela as our defensive backbone. And then we have our Charizard and our Focus Sash Greninja. I'm really debated on a Choice Scarf Greninja here for this match. Choice Scarf, I think I could have afforded to run Modest, Choice Scarf, Surf, Ice Beam, Grass Knot, Hidden Power Electric. But I really wanted to run the Sash just in case, just in case. I think it might be better to switch up your moves, and the Sash could prevent me from being swept by like rain or like a Choice Scarf Tapu Koko. So we actually don't bring any way to stop Volt Switch, but we bring two decent ways to handle it without, I guess initiative comes and we get taken advantage of, but like it's not doing that much damage. Anyways, so first off here we got a, like I said, Focus Sash Greninja here with the Surf, Ice Beam, Grass Knot, Hidden Power Electric, enough speed to outspeed the Keldeo, and max special attack the rest in HP, so we can live things like a dark type of hit from Hoopa. Well, we live no matter what because of our Sash. I guess the HP investment really doesn't even matter. So Surf is really nice against his entire team. With rain up, it does a lot of damage. Ice Beam hits the he had a grass type, forgot exactly which, I think it's a Amoonguss. So yeah, Surf hits everything. Ice Beam hits the Dragonite and the Amoonguss a little bit better. Hidden Power Electric hits the Pelipper, and the Grass Knot hits the Swampert. Rain boosted Surfs from a Protein Greninja are enough for Fortress. Yeah, I guess U-turn could have been nice for Hoopa, but not really that huge of a threat since I do have, like I said, 4 Mons here consisting of my defensive backbone. So I'm pretty satisfied with just my moveset that I have here on the Greninja. Next up we have the Leftovers Celesteela, a mixed defense set where we are a relaxed nature. Really didn't need any speed. Leech Seed, Protect, Air Slash, and Earthquake. Protect is there to waste rain turns and obviously get my Leftover recovery and Leech Seed recovery. Air Slash and Earthquake literally hits his entire team for neutral or super effective damage. Earthquake obviously there for the Tapu Koko. And Leech Seed actually gets me a lot of HP back from his fatter mons, like Snorlax specifically, Mega Swampert. Anyways, next up we have a Adamant Max Attack, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Roost, Earthquake, Mega Charizard X. Didn't need the fire coverage this week because, like, really, fire coverage really isn't that good against the rain team, even though he does have Fortress and Amoonguss. They're not really doing much back to me anyway. Can Dragon Dance up. Click Dragon Dance and Dragon Claw against everything except the Tapu Koko, which gets bopped by the Earthquake. Same for Fortress, gets bopped by the Earthquake. I guess Dragon Claw does about the same though. I have enough HP investment to where I can take around half from a Scald or a Rain boosted Scald from Pelipper. Meaning I can potentially, roost off that damage, get myself in a good position. Maybe he makes a mistake, maybe I switch out or something. You never know. But the ability to run Adamant Tough Claws is so nice. This thing's so powerful. Anyways, next up we got the Clefable. Wish, Protect, Moonblast, Heal. Pretty self-explanatory, just a Cleric, and is my Keldeo check. Unaware, just because it's a Calm Mind variant. And the rain would be problematic. So I got the Unaware there, the Moonblast, Heal, Wish, Protect. Pretty standard set here. Leftovers, and yeah, that's just about it. Basically max special defense, max HP, but got 20 EVs in defense, so not really much to say about it. It checks Hoopa, it checks Tapu Koko, checks Keldeo, and kind of checks a reverse sweeping Ditto. If Ditto tries to reverse sweep, like copy my Zard stats, I can switch into Clefable knowing that he only has Dragon Claw and Earthquake and can't hit me for with the Super Strong Flare Blitz or and Earthquake and Dragon Claw, or like the boost and stuff won't really matter because of my Unaware ability. Next up we got Suicune with the Protect, Scald, Substitute, and Calm Mind. Nearly max defense. This is basically my Mega Swampert answer. It can also check things like Keldeo and I guess Hoopa to an extent, Armaldo, things like that. Just really nice to click Scald, sub, Calm Mind, can sub up on Pelipper, Rain boosted Scalds, don't break my sub. With my special defense investment, I have 248 EVs in HP, 168 EVs in defense with a bold nature, 12 special attack EVs, and 80 special defense EVs. So yeah, after Calm Mind and with the rain up, Scald does nearly half to Mega Swampert, which is pretty cool. So last but not least, we have a especially defensive Delmaz here with Leftovers and the Shadow Claw, Power Whip, Synthesis, and Rapid Spin. So Synthesis is kind of nerfed by rain, but it's still better than nothing. And I didn't really need a fourth move slot, so Synthesis worked perfect. And I guess it can still save me in certain scenarios. But yeah, that's gonna be the team. This thing's basically my Pelipper, unless it's got Hurricane. Pelipper check, Keldeo, backup Keldeo check. Mostly my Tapu Koko check though. As you can see on my team, I have nothing that really wants to repetitively switch into Tapu Koko, but Delmons will, unless it's got Brave Bird or something. It's not too problematic. Anyways, we can hop to the battle here. I'm going to lead Zard because it was my best lead. Yeah, I can just Dragon Dance up here and see what he wants to go into. Goes into his Pelipper, so I'm thinking that it's probably defensive or something. He's going to roost up here, and he goes for the Scald, doing 75%. Gets a crit there. Bit unfortunate, but as long as he doesn't get back-to-back crits, we should be fine. We'll roost off this damage eventually. Back-to-back crits would have been very unfortunate. He apologized though. It's not his fault. And it wasn't game-changing or anything like that. So here we can just click the Tough Claws boosted Dragon Claw. And here we could probably predict a switch here into the Fortress or the Koko and switch out ourselves. Perhaps into Greninja or Delmas. He's going to go into his Fortress though and just full switch out as I actually just roost back up and his rain disappears. So now he's in a bit of a predicament here. I'm going to click the Dragon Claw. Really no drawback play here. Can roost back up now as he goes back into the Pelipper to get his rain back up. So now the rain the Toxic and the Rain Boosted Scalds are going to be able to do it. Just a little bit too much to me, so I'm going to be forced out here into my Suicune. Would love to be burned. Actually, wouldn't mind it. It'd be better than Toxic. So I'm going to click the Calm Mind here, and he actually reveals the Toxic the following turn. Not what I wanted. Not terribly bad though. Click Scald there as he switches in hard into his Coco and takes 90%, which is amazing. He clicks Thunder, gets the Para. I do have Hillbell on Clefable, so the Para on this thing and the Toxic on the Suicune isn't that bad. So his Fortress takes nothing from Shadow Claw as I get my Zard in before he gets Rocks up, and here I can just Roost up as he chooses to Volt Switch out again. I guess it's pretty obvious I don't have a Fire type attack yet, since I haven't attacked the Fortress with one yet. I'm able to go into Celesteela here and take less than half from this. Can't be 2-hit KO'd. Can throw off my Leech Seed here. And just click Air Slash. Can click basically anything. Just in case this thing wanted to set up, I'm just going to switch out to my Clefable. And get the leftovers back, maybe throw off a Heal Bell, get a Wish up or something. But he switches out too into his Pelipper, so I'm just going to throw off a Heal Bell here, get rid of the Poison, get rid of the Paralysis. And then my team's looking mighty fine once again. So here just a little game of cat and mouse, really nothing too significant here. I guess I get the special attack drop, which is going to be okay. It's not really going to make a difference against my Clefable because I'm unaware, but I could have switched out there and maybe use that thing as setup fodder for Suicune or Zard. He goes into Snorlax here and starts cursing up. I am unaware, so I'm not too worried about this. However, a non-boosted, you'll see here, non-boosted Heavy Slam is doing 68%, so I can't keep taking those. I cannot. Forced to switch out here into Celesteela as he goes for the Rest and reveals to be Resto Chesto, which is a pretty cool set for Snorlax. I'll throw off my Leech Seed here because Thunder Punch can't knock me out, Fire Punch can't knock me out, and obviously his Heavy Slam couldn't knock me out. Get my Leech Seed off there though, and basically out of range after another round of leftovers and Leech Seed. I'm out of range of the Thunder Punch from Suicune, or from the Snorlax, so I switched into my Delmize there, can get rid of the rocks, as well as forcing the Snorlax out as he goes into the Fortress. I swap my Zard right back in, which was also poisoned, and I forgot to say that it was healed when I used the Heal Bell. So, here we are back at square one. Basically nothing's changed since turn one, beside a little bit of HP investment being, or HP percentage being a lot different across the boards. Basically I'm trying to stall out the rain while having a Dragonance up, and what I'm hoping to do is be able to Dragonance up once more while the rain was up, and then hopefully the rain go away, and then I could 1v1 the Pelipper. However, he switches into the Swampert, forces me out into my Delmize, and he's actually going to go out into his Fortress on the double as I go out into my Suicune and just set up a sub here. Don't really lose anything by setting up a sub here. He gets a crit, doesn't break the sub, which is nice. So my play here, 100% is to click sub. 100% to click sub there, and if he click Volt Switch, then that's fine. I would get my sub back once again. However, that's not going to be the case, and he's going to have electric terrain boosted Thunder Punches here, so I'm going to be forced to switch out. He gets another Paralysis. The game's just not looking good. Week one, a couple Paralysis, full Paras, etc., and now it's just dealing with it all over again this week. It's just not fun. Why do we love this game? Anyways, I get my Coon in. I can finally set up that sub on the predicted Toxic, and he's going to switch out into the Snorlax as I go for a Calm Mind. Now I got the Rain up and a Calm Mind boosted Suicune. So I'm going to click Scald here, and it's going to be able to almost 2-hit KO. And you can see there, a Thunder Punch without the electric terrain does not break my sub. That's how bulky my Suicune is. And I'm going to get the burn here, but it's not going to matter because he's going to, it was 2-hit KO anyway. But he's actually going to save that thing. And it also didn't matter because he broke my sub anyway. My play there was perhaps to sub up though. After on the turn that the Snorlax switched out, I should have probably subbed there instead of clicking Scald. Yeah, it's looking like I could have potentially just kept subbing up with Suicune and eventually just won. But I'm not sure where my mind was in this match. I think I was in the gutter or something. Anyways, I'm going to take a 6-4 lead here. And this Coco could potentially knock me out here, so I'm just going to switch out into my Zard. I'm not going to take as much. Can roost up on this, can roost up on that, can roost up on that, can roost up on everything except Swampert. Here he's going to get a critical hit Scald. And now I'm going to see if he's got the, I don't think he does, but I'm going to see if he's got the Hurricane. He doesn't go for it, so I'm assuming he doesn't have it. Synthesis not doing much, but it's doing better than nothing. And here I'm going to hard switch out into my Suicune. I think I get burned here, which is no big deal. I'm going to actually speed this up a little bit. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to roost up there. I'm going to wish up here. You know the drill. So he goes into the Swampert here, gets that thing in. Goes for the Earthquake here and does almost 70% as I get the Heal Bell off once again to cure Suicune's poison and Dhelmise's paralysis once again. So he switches out here as I switch out. I'm going to switch right back out once again. I don't really need my Celesteela anymore. So I just wanted to bring this thing in and just be annoying with it until it dies. However, I missed my lead seed, as per usual. Can't land a hit, can't avoid crits, and can't avoid misses. So that's the game. Here I'm going to just click a Rain Boosted Scald here. See how much damage I can do to the Mega Pert. Does 34, not bad at all. However, switches back out into a Pelipper here, giving me a little bit more leftovers recovery and the ability to set up another sub. So I'm just going to click that Protect again, make sure I get as much leftovers back as possible, while at the same time burning some rain turns and just clicking Scald here again. Put me in a decent position, and now he's forced to click Earthquake here. And now that I see that he's forced to click Earthquake here, I'm debating between clicking Celesteela and clicking Dhelmise here. And I'm going to click Dhelmise, just to be safe. It doesn't do anything for me the rest of the match anyway. And I still have my Sash on Greninja. So what I could have done here is go into Greninja and switch out right now. I should switch out and sack off my Celesteela. And then I would have my Sash intact and the rain would be gone. And I could come back in with Greninja and click Surf a couple times and win. Whilst having Grass Knot and to hit the Mega Pert as well. So a lot of hacks in the game, tilting the way I play. So let's see if we can come back from this. He's going to go for the superpower here, as I did change from Choice Scarf to Sash. He's able to outspeed me. Brings me to my Sash. Just going to click the Surf here. Knocks him out. I'm going to reveal Hidden Power Electric here and knock out the Pelipper as well. His play there was to go into Coco. Not sure why he went into Pelipper when Coco is going to be his next play anyway. However, I'm going to go into Celesteela and sack that thing off. And now I'm going to go into Charizard. And I live this hit 100%, so I'm going to just click Earthquake here. Basically, my plan here is to survive the Thunder, click Earthquake, knock out the Coco. Then the Fortress comes in. I'm at low HP where Volt Switch or Gyro Ball is going to knock me out. I can click Earthquake on that thing, chip it down just a little bit more, and then bring in Greninja for the Rain Boosted Surf to finish the match. However, what's going to happen is this game hates me so much. It's going to get the full it's going to get a para and a full paralysis there on turn 85. And what happens is all of my mons are like 30% or below, and the rain is up. So thunders are 100% accurate and going to be able to knock out every one of my mons. Which is exactly what happens here. I'm going to try to stall the rain out so he could potentially miss thunders, but he actually ends up being not locked. So what happens here is he comes in and revenge kills me, but my opponent, he says this isn't how Pokemon is supposed to be. And with his thoughts of him saying, you know, Pokemon's not supposed to be like that, we have recreated the battle the best we could. I took out one of my mons, he took out 3 of his. I put all of my mons in the right health they should be at. Celesteela should be around 19, Suicune should be around 25, Clef should be around 25, Green should be at 1, and it's Sash broken. Zard should be at around 55, and no status amongst the team. So what had happened here was his Swampert knocked out my Delmise, my Greninja comes in, lives the superpower thanks to the Focus Sash, knocks out the Swampert with the Surf, and the battle picks up right here where I reveal Hidden Power Electric to the Pelipper, and the Coco comes into Revenge Kill where I sack off my Celesteela. And in the original battle, this was turn 85 right here, and his Thunder doesn't get the paralysis. Earthquake knocks out the Tapu Koko. The Fortress comes in, takes the Earthquake pretty well, knocks out the Zard though, and then Greninja is able to come in and wrap the game up with the rain boosted Surfs. So could have potentially played a lot different to prevent any hacks and stuff like that. But my friend here, Curtis, was a good sport. He saw me get hacked out of week 1, didn't want the same to happen in week 2, gave me the recreation, and we're going to pick up a 3-0 victory with that. So good game to Curtis. Let me know what you thought about the prep, the battle, and the recreation even. What you would have did differently, what you would have did the same, etc., etc. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.